Well, according to us, there's nobody more deserving than Rahman to get this award because, I mean, he is a complete musician, whether it means style of music, songwriting, whatever, every aspect of music is covered by Rahman, whether it means film scoring, orchestration, and more than anything, he's a lovely human being, and I do believe that, good human beings make the best music, and really he's got his accolades now. You can't get a higher award for anybody, involved in film music than the Oscars. I'm sure he'll be nominated for the Grammys, and something will happen to the Grammys too.
And but there'll be really people who say that Jai Ho is not the best song that Rahman's done. Here's a man again, much like Gulzar, made great films, and so has Rahman made great music. What is it? Is it just that the music has now arrived on a world stage? The world is experiencing Rahman for the first time. I mean, Rosa, for example, was brilliant.
Well, actually, the thing is that Jai Ho, the thing is that when you're working for a director, maybe here in this case he's working for Danny Boyle. Danny Boyle will respond to certain kind of music, and maybe that's what Danny Boyle liked more than something else that Rahman presented him. So it's pretty fair, that you can't say that it's a bad tune or it's not his best, but it's it's good music. And what I'm really happy about is that now that the Western market is aware that there's songwriters in India that can write good music,
Shavana, can we use the music example in the larger film context? The world's opening up to Indian sounds. As Rahman said it himself, this is not even an iota of the talent he's used of the current Indian music that's present there. Can we use that same example for the larger Indian film industry?
Well, the larger film industry, of course, there is a lot of talent that we have, but we make films which are completely different from the rest of the world, and especially for Western audiences. And if we aspire also to reach out our films to Western audiences and to other audiences, then there are certainly some changes that we will have to bring in. I think that the crossover film will come from the alternative cinema. To my mind, mainstream cinema will take some time before it becomes totally palatable, although in every aspect we have the ability to reach out right there. But I do want to say about Rahman, I want to say about Rahman that Rahman is a genius, I've said that before, but he is informed by his spirituality. And that's what makes him special, and that's what creates those sounds and that music.
Sure. In fact, today when he said that, he had a choice between going in the direction of love and hate, he chose love. It was a moment that gave you goose pimples, that suggested that Rahman is more than just a musician. Let me just put that to Kamal Haasan, because, he is the pride, in a sense, Rahman is the Mozart of Chennai. What makes Rahman, Kamala Haasan, so special? Discovered by Mani Ratnam all those years ago, he really represents a great musical tradition.
What makes Rahman special? He's truly international. He listens to international music, and he has only the necessary amount of audacity, not arrogance. He's audacious enough to go and do something different. He challenges himself and tries to raise the bar, and not in a self-serving manner. He is very careful, listens to his people. He wants it to win. At the same time, he maintains quality. It's very difficult balancing act, and he's been doing it very successfully so far.
Ehsan, would you share that now as a result of this, other music directors, including yourself, would look at reaching out to world cinema? It's no longer just about Bollywood or composing songs for Indian cinema, but doing perhaps the kind of music that is truly international. Is that something that Rahman inspires a generation of musicians to become?
Well, actually, yeah, for sure. But the thing is that, it's also, an advantage to have a film from Hollywood, which has come Rahman's way to do a film which is on an international scale. But I think it's very important that, many of our films get nominated to go for the Oscars, and, where we can do music which can be of international quality and get the recognition, in the same way.
Let me come to you, Shabana Azmi, again about the celebration, some say, of poverty. The controversy, which is that Slumdog Millionaire somewhere celebrates poverty. It provides a sense of India which only fits in with a Western stereotype. How do you respond to that?
Yes, this criticism has been coming the way of films, let's remember, from Pather Panchali onwards, when Satyajit Ray first started making his realistic cinema. And although I can understand a certain degree of anguish, I find it almost comical, because the world doesn't need Slumdog Millionaire to let the world know that 65 to 70% of the city lives in the slums. To me, what is heartening is you show a side of Mumbai which is very real, which is shorn of all sentimentality. It doesn't say that all the poor of the world have a heart of gold automatically. They show them as real, vibrant, pulsating people.
Right.
But what comes across is resilience and the ability to fight back and the ability to have a dream and achieve a dream. It's a huge inspiration.
Fair
I
enough.
love Mumbai. It's my most favorite city in the world.
Fair enough, Shabana, but let me just flip that argument around. The Oscars don't reward popularity, they reward good cinema. But had the same film been made by an Indian director on poverty, do you see it winning the Oscars?